Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 28. So, some news dropped today, and it is without a doubt the biggest thing I have ever covered in the history of the canceled series. So, I'm just going to read you the title of this article. Warner Brothers sets entire 2021 movie slate to debut on HBO Max along with cinemas and seismic Windows model shakeup. So what that means is Warner Brothers are taking every single one of their movies that was supposed to be released theatrically next year. This includes movies that could have made hundreds of millions of dollars under normal circumstances. They're taking all those movies and are putting them on HBO Max for a limited amount of time. That is crazy. It's absolutely insane. Now, obviously, this is not the first time this has happened. You know, Mulan going to Disney Plus for $30, and very recently, Wonder Woman 1984 going to HBO Max. Well, this is on a whole new level in comparison to those movies, because with those movies, those are just single films. We're talking a year's worth of films here. A whole calendar's worth of films, all being affected at the same time. It's absolutely nuts. So here's how this whole thing is going to work, if you're curious. So, Warner Brothers is putting its entire 2021 theatrical slate on HBO Max for the film's respective first month of release, concurrent with a global cinema release. So, all these movies will be on HBO Max for 1 month domestically, which means the US. So for all you international people, sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. And so after that 1 month is over, then it'll be released theatrically worldwide in US and international territories. So, yeah, this is unprecedented. I mean, that's kind of an understatement because this whole year has been unprecedented. But still, it's bonkers. So here are all the movies that will be affected by this. We have Denzel Washington's The Little Things, Judas and the Black Messiah, Tom and Jerry, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, Those Who Wish Me Dead, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, In the Heights, Space Jam: A New Legacy, The Suicide Squad, Reminiscence, Malignant, Dune, The Many Saints of Newark, King Richard, Cry Macho, and Matrix 4. So, all these were supposed to come out next year in theaters. That's all been changed. All been changed. Now, for some of these, it would make sense to release them on HBO Max because they didn't have much of a chance to begin with. Movies like The Little Things, Judas and the Black Messiah, Reminiscence, Malignant, King Richard. Those I would expect to be on HBO Max because they're not, considered high priorities. And maybe Tom and Jerry and Space Jam: A New Legacy. But Godzilla vs. Kong, The Suicide Squad, Dune, Matrix 4, these are blockbuster films. Well, Dune, that's a bit of a question mark. I don't think Dune would have been all that successful even if it was released theatrically, because it has a lot of potential setbacks. But still, it's like these are expensive movies, and they're all being given the same treatment as the rest of these. So, yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So I guess you can say this is another death blow to theaters, because apparently theaters haven't been given enough punishment this year. So, yeah. So what's going to happen with all the other movies that are supposed to come out next year, from other studios? Will they follow the same format? Well, I mean, Disney could. I mean, they have Disney Plus. They can easily just put all their movies there. But Universal, I mean, they have Peacock, but nobody uses Peacock. So you can scratch that. I don't think they're willing to do it. Besides, they're like the only studio that are willing to help out theaters right now. I don't know about Sony. Maybe they can sacrifice some of their movies. I don't think they're going to sacrifice all of them. Uh, there's Paramount. I don't know what they're going to do about that. I'm not sure. I think they're just going to wait it out, I think. I don't know about Lionsgate. I don't know about any of the others. Oh, I forgot to mention the Fox movies with Disney. I think they're still obligated to release those theatrically. That's the reason why New Mutants had to come out in theaters, and movies like The Empty Man had to come out in theaters because they were contractually obligated to do so. So yeah, I think they're just gonna stay course on that. But yeah, this is insane. Now I'll probably be watching some of these movies on HBO Max because my mom has an account. I can just use her account to watch these. And when I really think about it, this is actually kind of smart for Warner Brothers. This is a smart thing for them to do because by releasing all these movies on HBO Max, throughout the year, it'll make people want to keep their subscription for a longer period of time. You have to spend like $15 a month for HBO Max. So by putting all these big movies on HBO Max on a regular basis, they're able to keep the subscription for a longer period of time rather than just simply dropping it after Wonder Woman came out. So it's smart. Financially speaking, it's a smart strategy, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these movies are going to get pirated. That's a given. So maybe it's not so smart. But this is the decision they made. And I don't think they're going to backtrack on it. I know theaters is going to be super pissed about this. They have to be. But what can you do? I mean, this pandemic it feels like it's never ending. Sure, you got these vaccines coming out, but that's not going to change everything. Like with the snap of somebody's fingers. No, it's like this whole thing's going to keep going until it stops. And when it stops, who knows when that'll happen. And besides, some of these movies are so old. They've been sitting collecting dust for like a year. I know Godzilla vs. Kong's been collecting dust. I've seen, when I go to Walmart, I see merchandise of that film, on shelves. Probably because that merchandise was made when it had its original November release date. And so because it got moved again, they're like, crap, what do we do with these? Let's just put them out there just to sell them. So, yeah, these movies have to come out eventually. Like, they can't just be delayed forever. So, yeah. So what do you think about this? Are you willing to get an HBO Max account? Because all these movies are going to be going there. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this whole situation. Yeah. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got a playlist on the homepage full of all previous canceled episodes. For the previous 27. Then the whole series has started since this pandemic has began. You can just look at just the saga of all the movies that have been delayed multiple times. But the good thing about this is that I probably never have to mention any of these movies ever again for a canceled video. But that could always change. Nothing's set in stone. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to talk about another Warner Brothers movie for a long time. And I still think we still got I don't know, the first quarter of next year and the second quarter of next year that will probably get affected quite badly. But we'll see. There's also other playlists I have. There's recaps where I go over the monthly box office for a month, obviously. But because 2020 is 2020, I've had to change the format of that. So coming in probably a few days, I'm gonna do like a October and November double recap, the two combined, and go over all the movies during that time frame. After that, I'll probably do December and January. So yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess. There's also box office predictions. I go over any movie that tries to make it to theaters. There's still a couple coming out, next month. Actually, this month. So I'll still do those. Next year, who knows what I'll be talking about. I don't even know at this point. But yeah, you can check out that playlist for all the movies that managed to come out in theaters in 2020. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.